Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, I am Maddie or Maddie Reads, and in today's video I'm going to be going over every single book I read in the month of January. I personally love monthly reading wrap-ups. Like, these are one of my favorite videos to film, one of my favorite videos to just sit down and talk about, just because I think I get to talk about books and just share my personal thoughts and feelings unfiltered. Well, filtered, but like, you get what I'm saying. Anyway, so, yeah, I just think that this is such like a fun video to film, and I'm really excited. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, for those of you who are new here, my reading goal this year was 60 books. I lowered it down because I wanted to focus more on reading books that I know I'm gonna like and reading books that I want to read, and not pushing myself to read every single day just to complete a reading goal, because it's not fun to do that, to tell yourself you have to read to complete your reading goal. It's not fun, it's not cool, nobody likes it. So yeah, that's what this is. It's currently February and I'm on the third book this month, but I just think that I just need to take it at the pace that I'm taking, and it's fine. I mean, I'm already 15% of the way through my goal, according to Goodreads. So, but yeah. In the month of January, I read 7 books, which is pretty average for me. I read 6 to 7 books a month. So, yeah. Starting off with the very first book that I read this year, Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. Guys, I don't think you understand how good of a book that was. I gave it 5 stars. It deserves 6 stars. It deserves 10 stars. It was so freaking good. Like, it's just, in case you're wondering, I have my reading journal out here. That's why I'm looking at it, because I have been doing this new thing where I write down highlights and quotes, and so that's why I'm looking over here, just for future reference or whatever. And I still feel this hole, but I just remember feeling this hole of not knowing what to do with myself now that I've finished a huge series like that. It's just absolutely crazy to think that I read that whole series, and just those characters mean so much to me, and I wish I could read that again for the first time ever. And I just absolutely love those characters and that story and just everything. I genuinely love them so much. It just hurts. So, if you want to know some of my favorite quotes and highlights, these are all just, I'm not even gonna say that. Always and forever, Fireheart. So I'm gonna get that tattooed on me whenever I'm older, because Sarah J. Maas. Excuse me? Excuse me. How are you gonna break me like that? How are you gonna break me like that? Once upon a time, in a land long since burned to ash, there lived a young princess who loved her kingdom. Oh, I'm already crying. It's a better world. So yeah, this book emotionally broke me. That's what you needed to know from this. Moving on. Because I can't like stay like this forever. So after I read that book, I went through a huge, I guess I didn't actually really go through a slump. Like, I just read it and I was like, I have nothing to do with myself, da 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 da. Well, like, I think like 2 or 3 days later, I was like, you know what? I'm in a mood for this certain type of book. And so I was like, download to Kindle. And I went through, I guess the slump that I went through after reading it was that I could not read physical books for like a long time, and you'll see a pattern once I tell you. That book was a physical book. This next book that I read was on Kindle, Phantasma by Kylie Smith. I gave it I think this is 4.5 stars. We're gonna go with that. But it was so freaking good, guys. It was so freaking good. I absolutely love that story. If you liked Carvel, but you want an adulter version and you want a spicy version, that is the book for you. Believe me when I say that. Ooh, it was so good. And you know, it was oddly like set in a place that I live like 2 hours from. And so the whole time I was reading it, I was just felt like I was there because I've been there before. So it was just oddly like comforting, I guess, in a way too. So I really appreciated that. Let's see. In a different life, in a fair one, I would have kept you until my eternal soul withered away to dust. He vowed to her. Guys, no. I can't. It's so good. Anyway, you should read Phantasma. Moral of the story. On Kindle too. Then the next book I read, because that book was just so freaking good, I read the second book, Enchantra, which I also read on Kindle, and I gave that one the same rating. They were so freaking good. Like, I cannot pick a favorite. Like, I go back and forth between my favorites. They were so freaking good. And this one more so was not focused as much as it was in that same town where I live close to by. It was focused more in Italy for most of the book, but it was still there, and it's still like more. It was the main character's sister was the narrator of the story, and so it was just so freaking good. And there's gonna be a third one, but I only have the name of the book. So what am I gonna do? Kaylee Smith, when I catch you, release that third book. Release it, please. Yeah, it's so good. You guys, I know this is, you probably think I'm on like crack or something right now, but I'm being genuinely serious. It was so good. Oh, this one was also, Fake Marriage, I think that's what it's called. What is it called? Marriage of Convenience. That's what it was. It was Marriage of Convenience. And I won't be showing you any mercy if you lay a finger on my life. Woo! This was my idea. Therefore, you are mine. So, I can't because... What do you mean? What do you mean? You were my idea, so therefore you were mine. Hello? Like, I am the main character of the story. You wanted me? I can't. I gotta stop. Just imagine this is how all the wrap-ups go for the rest of the year. I hope not, personally. So then I kind of take a break from adult spicy romance books, and I switched to a YA fantasy, which still did have like a in the window scene, a lot more than I thought it would. Like, typically young adults don't have it, but like that one had like a lot of a bigger, like, it had more in detail of a scene that I thought it would have, which was Heartless Hunter by Kristen Cicerelli, and I gave this book 3.75 stars. Like, it was good, like, and it's a duology, so for like a starter book, like, it wasn't bad, but it was like the first 100 pages, I felt like I had just read 500 pages because of how fast paced it was, but then throughout the middle, it just got slower and slower and slower and slower until I felt like the stuff that was happening in this story was repetitive. Like, it would happen once, and then it would happen again, and it would happen again, and their whole, like, relationship was just so toxic. It was like, it was on, it was off. They're like, I love you, no, I don't love you, I like you, no, I love you, and it was just like, it was just so, just like, no, like, no. And so I just, like, yeah, that's why it's what it's rated. But the plot twist at the end, girl, girl, you better believe me that plot twist was good. So I can't tell you any of these quotes because they're all kind of, they would spoil the plot if I did. So we're just gonna move on to the next book. And so then I said, you know what? We're gonna go back to Kindle. So I did. And I read this book because the movie just came out in December and I still haven't watched it, but it was, the whole reason I read the book was to watch the movie, yet it's still not happened, but it's fine. Anyway, that was The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I gave it 3 stars. It was very hooked from the beginning. It was like a Colleen Hoover book where like the first sentence like hooks you in, and so it was very hooking, but whenever the plot twist just happened, it was just like, oh, like it didn't really surprise me or like shock me or anything. It was just like, oh, okay, well that's over with. Like that's exactly what went through my head. Like I did not give a crap whatsoever, and I did not really care. I mean, Millie, like I liked, and like I felt connected to Millie, but just like throughout the whole story, I was just like, no, I'm not connected whatsoever. I don't care whatsoever. It was just not. It was not. So, yeah. And I didn't have any favorite quotes or highlights because it was a thriller book, so I wasn't really like, you know, anything. And I felt so attached to Millie that I read the second book, The Housemaid's Secret, right afterwards. And I gave that one 3.75 stars, which is a lot better. Sorry, my legs are itching. Anyway, it was a lot better, and it was a lot, I liked seeing her and Enzo together. I liked her and him in the first book, but I liked seeing more of them together, and I felt like it was a much bigger of a plot twist in this one, and I didn't see it coming. Like I did, but I didn't at the same time. Like I knew some of it, but then I didn't know some of it, and that completely shocked me, the ending. So yeah, I would say on that note it was pretty good, but again, it was just kind of, I felt like it was a little bit of copy and paste of The Housemaid, but I just think it was because once you read The Housemaid, Millie, the main character, basically starts doing the same things, if that makes sense afterwards, which you will find out after you read it. Once you read it, it'll click with you what I'm saying by that, but I can't tell you because it would ruin it, you know? Okay, and then I was like, I don't know what to read. What am I gonna read? So I listened to a little YA romance novella, I Hope This Finds You by Anne Lang, and I gave this 3.75 stars, and it was really good. I remember last year in October reading I Hope This Doesn't Find You, which was about this girl named Sadie, and she, in her email drafts, wrote all the things that she didn't like about people, or just people, like she just wrote what she thought about people in general, and then somehow, some way, they all got sent out, and so everyone found out what she really thought about people. And you know, she's a smart, like A student, and she loved everyone, and like she has this perfect image, and once she gets sent out, everyone's like, I hate you, you never liked me at all. And one gets sent to her his academic rivals, to her rival, and he's like, is this really what you think about me? And well, let's just say sparks fly, and it was really good. Like, I really love the story, and so I loved being back in there with the characters and experiencing it again. So yeah. The only thing was that I just feel like it's a little bit hard to follow, and it was only like 70 pages, and I feel like she tried to cram too much of a story into 70 pages. So, yeah. Oh wow, and then I only read one other novella in, hold on, I'll be right back. Anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really just hope you stayed through the end of this video. If there's any specific videos that you'd like to see, let me know. And as always, all links below. Bye!